Pokémon GO Fest 2024 details have finally been announced, and we're here to talk about it. Okay, so today we're going to be proceeding with a little cam, hope you don't mind, and before we get too deep with the video, we're here to mostly talk about the Global Fest event, which is going to be basically the last one out of the 4, but just for reference, there's going to be 3 different in-person events, starting with Sendai, which is going to take place from May 30th to June 2nd, then moving on with Madrid from June 14th to June 16th, and last but not least, New York City, July 5th to July 7th. So all of these are mostly going to be about like a morning park experience and an afternoon park experience, or a citywide sort of like gameplay. The prices don't vary all that much from area to area or from in-person event to in-person event, but yeah, I'd recommend just coming onto the website and take a closer look at each of those different in-person events if you are interested in basically any of them. But as I said, we're mostly going to be focusing on the Global Fest, which is going to take place on July 13th and July 14th. So, man, who doesn't like a good and sweet Go Fest? So many Pokemon, so many different types of Pokemon, some special costume Pokemons, some new shinies, etc, etc. So yeah, let's just dig a little bit deeper with this. So once again, July 13th and July 14th, so that's going to be Saturday and Sunday. What are we going to get out of this event? So basically, lots of Pokemon, like over 70 Pokemon will appear during the event, plus special costume Pokemons, bonuses, and more. You can participate at this event basically at no cost. Obviously, if you do buy the ticket to participate on the global event, you're going to get some like sweet bonuses, which we're going to be covering in just a few more seconds. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So 2 days in which there's going to be lots and lots of different Pokemon to catch. There's sort of a catch this year. If you do buy the ticket from the web store, apparently there's some other things that you're getting out of it, like a special t-shirt and whatnot. And obviously, if we buy the ticket for either of the in-person events or the Global Fest, we are going to be getting the new Pokemon, which is mostly like the featured highlight of the entire show, Marshadow, which is a fighting and a ghost type Pokemon, if I recall correctly. Obviously, it's going to first appear in both Sendai, Madrid, and New York City, and then later on the global event. Do keep in mind that even if you go or attend any of the in-person events, you can get the Marshadow there, but when you do the global one, or any of the other ones, let's imagine you attend all 4, you can only get 1 Marshadow, okay? All of the other special research that you get out of the tickets that you buy, they are going to be turned into candies, basically, so which is good. It's still a good deal. It's just not as good as getting like the actual Pokemon. So yeah, this is going to be the main highlight for the ticket holders, which is it's going to be absolutely freaking tastic. It's going to be a special research, not a timed research, so there's going to be plenty of time to complete it. Most likely going to be easier during the Go Fest, but there's that. On to the next one. There's apparently, the t-shirt that we were just talking about. So if you buy basically the ticket through the web store instead of like the in-game shop, you are presented with a t-shirt, which is, I mean, it's always cool, I guess, something to brag about. There's an official t-shirt to pre-order right now as well, with the Go Fest logo and stuff like that. Apparently the old design still hasn't been revealed, but it's there to pre-order for the crazy ones, I guess. And whoever decides to buy the ticket like really early, and by really early, I mean, by May 6th, you're going to end up being able to get one of these crowns, if not both, depending on how early you get it. So I guess there's that if you do plan to pre-order and you know that you're going to have the days available for the Go Fest. And last but not least, Jangmo is going to be debuting as a shiny. To be completely honest with you, I'm not really the biggest fan of the color match, but I mean, it's Jangmo, is a shiny. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to catch a good one as well. So yeah, That's going to be lovely, man. And so if we come down a little bit more, we get into Saturday and what Saturday is reserved for us. So as per usual, Saturday is the one day in which we get to experience all of the habitats. Once again, everybody's going to be able to enjoy these at no extra cost, no need for a ticket in order to get all of these Pokemon, but we're going to get into what the tickets will be able to offer all of us. But then again, we're going to have different habitats, 4 different habitats this time around. So the Dawn Meadow, the Shining Day, the Creeping Dusk, and the Darkest Night. So as for reference, there's some decent Pokemon in here. If we take a look at the Pikachu wearing the Sun Crown, which is definitely going to be a new one, we're going to get Ducklet, which is going to debut as a shiny in one of the in-person events previously mentioned, and then is going to make its global debut with the Global Fest event. Then on the Shining Day, once again, man, lots of amazing shinies on this one. The Jangmo-Ho debut. There's the beautiful Tyrant. There's even Isuyan Sneasel. Really good ones in here. On the Creeping Dusk, we're going to get Pikachu wearing a Moon Crown. On this one, Eevee is not really going to be wearing any of the crowns like on the in-person events, which is a shame, but well, still going to be here. It can be a shiny. There's Durant as well. Even Esper. At which, like, at a time, Esper was just, everybody was seeking for it. Beautiful shiny there. Phantom, if you didn't get it on the last Halloween event. Emolga is going to be a new shiny as well. So lots of really cool ones in here too. And last but not least, the Darkest Night habitat. One thing that comes to mind right away is Morlul and how much Stardust we can get out of this one. Crabrawler, which is once again one of the in-person event debuts, is going to be debuting globally here, so it can be shiny as well. Then we have some really good Pokemons like Mudkip, which can Mega Evolve, Carvanha, which is going to be able to Mega Evolve in the future. Beautiful shiny Amara. Carbink, which is a really, really good PvP Pokemon. So there's some really good Pokemons in here. Either if you're like a shiny hunter or if you're just like a PvP player. I'm pretty sure that everybody's going to be happy with these spawns. Then, on to Sunday. Sunday is going to be the all-out day. So all of the habitats that we just mentioned are going to be just like, they're just going to disappear basically, and all of the Pokemons are going to be able to show up at like any time. So there's not going to be any habitats, and yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Obviously, if you are going to be searching for a more particular Pokemon, something that you want to get as a shiny, obviously it's definitely better to just focus on the habitats on Saturday, because it's going to be a little bit harder to get those spawns to show up on Sunday. But I mean, there's that. There's going to be plenty of chances for new shinies as well on Sunday. So bonuses and features for everyone, even the ones without the ticket. We're going to get a 1-hour lure module, field research themed around different Pokemon habitats, which is going to be basically what we got with the Sinnoh Tour, and a surprise encounters in Snapshot. When taking snapshots during the event, we're going to obviously get a special Pokemon to show up. I've heard rumors, or maybe there's even like something showing that it's going to be Rotom Heat, but I haven't really been able to find anything. So if you guys know, just let me know in the comment section below, so we all get to know. We've already talked about this T-shirt, but now on to the ticket holder exclusives. So if you're holding a ticket, my people, my fellow trainers, we're going to be able to get ourselves Marshadow, which is, well, a ticket exclusive, and which is most likely going to be a really decent Pokemon based on the fact that it's like a shadow and shadow. What? Well, it's a shadow, yeah, but like it's a fighting and ghost type Pokemon. It's most likely going to have some really good stats, and it's going to be usable. But I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But it's going to be an interesting one to check out on. Then the Global Challenge Arena, which is going to consist on basically, or all of the ticket holders like basically getting together to complete challenges throughout each hour for each habitat. And if we complete the challenges in time, we basically get some really good bonuses like extra Stardust, extra XP and stuff like that throughout the rest of the hour. So those are pretty cool. And it usually works really well. Then, incensing counters. So basically these are just going to add up to all of the spawns that we mentioned before for each of the habitats. So if you are using an incense during the Dawn Meadow habitat, we're going to get like a bajillion of unknowns as well as Maractus. If you are using an incense on Shining Day habitat, a bajillion of unknowns in Corsola, Creeping Dusk, bajillion of unknowns in Rockruff, and last but not least, and by the way, right before we move on actually, I'm pretty sure this Rockruff is going to be able to evolve into its Dusk form without a need of being lucky. I might be wrong, but I mean, it's going to be on the Creeping Dusk habitat. You're going to need to get yourself a ticket, a Go Fest ticket, in order to be able to get this encounter. It's not going to be easy because there's a bajillion of unknowns that can still show up, but the Rockruff is there. So if you don't have that Dusk form evolution for Rockruff, I do feel like we're going to be able to get it at 100% guarantees in here. I might be wrong, but that's what I think is going to happen. And then last but not least, bajillion of unknowns and Vullaby, which I think it's the last exciting out of the three, man. It's already bad enough when you get those out of 12-kilometer eggs. So yeah, and well, lastly, exclusive bonuses. So if you are a ticket holder, you're going to be able to get increased chance of encountering a shiny Pokemon, up to 6 special trades that can be, you know, made each day. Level up your Elite Collector medal by completing a Habitat-themed collection challenge, which is basically what we just talked about. Up to 9 free raid passes from spinning photo discs, which I think at around this time, well, we're going to already be out of the season that we are experiencing right now, but that's going to be at least, I don't know, up to 10 raids on each day, which is going to be amazing. And special 7-kilometer eggs, which we still don't know which Pokemon we're going to have out of those. So just based on the increased chance of encountering a shiny Pokemon, if you're a fan of those, ticket is definitely worth it. But then again, you have like all of the free raid passes that you get, the special trades if you do care about those. So there's lots of pretty awesome things that you can get out of it. And if you were wondering, as for the price of the ticket, that's $15 for whoever, you know, works with dollars. At least for me with the euros, I'm looking into like 17 euros or something like that to buy the ticket. A little bit more expensive for some reason, but okay. These are basically all of the available details as of right now for Go Fest 2024. Obviously, we talked a little bit more about the global event, but don't forget to take a look at the in-person events if you are interested on any of the locations that were mentioned before. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. And as per usual, stay awesome, stay safe, stay scrubbity. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.